Fine arts represent the emotions and the morals of people and nations, and as the nations have different preferences, their arts are different from each other. The original Persian music, also known as Persian traditional music and Persian classical music, includes dastgah, a musical modal system, melody, and avaz. The carvings on the ancient cave walls show Iranians' interest in music since the earliest times. In this video, we want to get acquainted with traditional Iranian music. The history of music in Iran. The history of musical development in Iran dates back thousands of years. Archaeological records attributed to pre-Iranian civilizations, such as those of Elam in the southwest and of Oxus in the northeast, demonstrate the musical traditions in prehistoric times. Kana, an Iranian musical instrument from the 6th century BC, kept at the Persepolis Museum. Jamshid, a king in Iranian mythology, is credited with the invention of music. Dancers and musicians depicted on a 5th to 7th century Sasanian bowl. The history of Sasanian music is better documented than the earlier periods, and the names of various instruments and court musicians from the reign of the Sasanians have been attested. As there are various ethnic groups and cultures in Iran, this kind of music has a variety of speech and melodic features. For example, the folk music of Azerbaijan, Gilan, Khorasan, Bakhtiari, Kurdistan, Shiraz, and Baluchistan are very different not only in melody, but also in dialect. The local songs of Iran are very rich from a musical point of view. According to an ancient seal found in Koghamish back in 3400 BC, there was the most ancient music orchestra of the world in Khuzestan province in the southwest of Iran. Dastgah in classical Persian music of Iran. Each dastgah is a sequence of the different major seconds or whole tones of Persian music, inciting a special emotion in the listener. In fact, a dastgah is a melody type that a performer uses as the basis of an impromptu piece. Persian musical instruments. Indigenous Iranian musical instruments used in traditional music include string instruments such as the chang or harp, canon, santur, rud, also known as oud or barbat, tar, setar, tambor, and kamancha. Wind instruments such as the sorna or kana, ney, and nanbam, and percussion instruments such as the tombak, daf or dayer, naka, and doho. Here's an example of them. Tanbur. Tanbur has been present in Mesopotamia since the Akkadian era, or the 3rd millennium BC. 3 figurines have been found in Susa that belong to 1500 BC, and in hands of one of them is a tanbur-like instrument. Playing the tambur was common at least by the late Parthian era and Sassanid period, and the word tanbur is found in Middle Persian and Parthian language texts. Santur. The instrument is generally made of walnut and has 25 bridges. Each bridge has 4 strings, making for a total of 100 strings. In ancient Sanskrit texts, it's been referred to as Shatatantri Veena, or 100-stringed Veena. Tar. Tar. Tar is an Iranian long-necked waisted lute family instrument. It was revised into its current sound range in the 18th century and has since remained one of the most important musical instruments in Iran and the Caucasus, particularly in Persian classical music, and the favoured instrument for radifs. Kamancha. The kamancha is an Iranian bowed string instrument used in Persian, Azerbaijani, Armenian, and Kurdish music. The kamancha is related to the rebab, which is the historical ancestor of the kamancha, and the bowed Byzantine lyra. The word kamancha means little bow in Persian. The kamancha is usually tuned like an ordinary violin on G, D, A, and E. The tombak is an Iranian goblet drum. It is considered the principal percussion instrument of Persian music. The tombak is normally positioned diagonally across the torso, while the player uses one or more fingers and/or the palms of the hand on the drumhead, often for a ringing timbre near the drumhead's edge. Sometimes tombak players wear metal finger rings for an extra percussive click on the drum shell. Tombak virtuosi perform solos lasting for 10 minutes or more. The daf. The daf is a Middle Eastern, mainly Iranian frame drum used in popular and classical music in Iran. Thank you for staying with us. I hope you enjoyed the video.